I am on the Clovis Community College library page, and I have elected to search EBSCO host academic search complete databases. And I have selected full text, scholarly peer-reviewed journals, and I have limited the publication dates to 2010 to 2018. And my search term of choice was Fresno County. And there are 22 results, so this is a pretty nice tight little package here. We can do research on something quite local and see what the topics are according to the academics, and this will be our research for the rest of the semester. The first listing, a new method is used to evaluate the strategic value of Fresno County farmland. So this is a very good topic for us, published July-September issue of 2010. And it was published in a journal called California Agriculture. And a sort of little summary here, Fresno County is a rich agricultural area that faces rapid urbanization and farmland conversion. And I am old enough to have witnessed a third of Fresno alone turn into a suburb when it used to be figs, and 100 years ago it probably was just natural land, uncultivated. Okay, anyway, so very good topic for us, very good read, I am sure. Let's see, it's not that long either, that's only 5 pages, and probably a page of it is bibliography. Number 2, environmental pollution and social factors as contributors to preterm birth in Fresno County, of interest, I am sure, to lots of local residents. This was published in Environmental Health, a Global Access Science Source, 2018, so quite recent. This one, now you see, when you start reading an article title and you see that it's really long and maybe you don't know half of the words, you can probably skip it because it's going to be highly scientific, and if you do not have a background in science, it's not going to be fun to read, it's going to be very painful. So we skip those. Here we go, number 4, campaigns and the mitigation of frame effects on voting behavior, a natural and field experiment. So this is scientific research on voting behavior and how voting behavior is affected by the description of the proposition involved. Published, as one might expect, in Political Behavior. This is 2015. So that's quite nice. I think one of the points here has to do with the fact that people's ideas about what they should vote for or against, very often the quick frame that we get is, a 30-second TV ad for which someone has paid tens of thousands of dollars to try to influence voter behavior. And a lot of times that works until the voter goes and reads the information about how it will actually affect us. For example, nobody likes the idea of paying for a gas tax, but when you realize that if you stop paying for it, our infrastructure falls apart, then maybe you change your mind and decide to vote for a gas tax. Just an example. So this is the kind of thing that's studied there. Good article. Here we go, another one that's very, very scientific. I'll be honest, I do not know what diploid members of Bocchera suffratensens complex are. Brassicaceae. I don't know, is that something found in broccoli? I couldn't say. Okay. Lessons learned, how summer camps reduce risk factors of childhood obesity. That can be of interest to many local residents, and it's also published in California Agriculture. How many workers are employed in California agriculture? That's probably not a topic in and of itself that's up for debate, but it certainly sounds like something that could be of very great interest if we wanted to pursue a topic about California agriculture labor issues, which are abundant. Cesar Chavez was from here, after all. United Farm Workers Union, yes, that guy. Also published in California Agriculture. That looks like a pretty good journal for us. Let's see, what else do we have? Effects of soil water salinity in field soil hydraulic functions. Sounds a little technical. Journal of Irrigation and Drainage Engineering. I suppose if you're majoring in engineering, you are up for reading this type of an article and making sense of it, so you may go for it. Disproportionate minority contact in a Latino majority county, a descriptive study. So, Journal of Ethnicity in Criminal Justice. That sounds like an important local topic as well. I'm going to go ahead and go to the second page. Use of spatial epidemiology and hotspot analysis to target women eligible for prenatal, women, infants, and children's services. This looks like the sort of thing that people in healthcare might need to do. And indeed, it's published in American Journal of Public Health, so that could be important for some people. We already saw that. Temporal variability of pesticide concentrations in homes and implications for attenuation bias in epidemiological studies. That sounds pretty complicated, environmental health perspectives, but it might be quite important when you consider that where we live here in Fresno County, our entire environment is loaded with pesticide. So it's an important topic for us. You know, water, soil, air, everything. People crop dust in our neighborhoods. So some of our neighborhoods, not all of them. Carpet dust chemicals. I'm not sure if that's a particularly local topic, but maybe it is. Sustainable root zone salinity and shallow water table in the context of land retirement. Another agricultural issue. Journal of Irrigation and Drainage Engineering. Agricultural and environmental, I should say. Using Landsat satellite data to support pesticide exposure assessment in California, published in the International Journal of Health Geographics. We have fingers crossed, mining in Big Bend's Fresno Canyon. Where is this? Oh, that's not us. Fresno Creek in Presidio County. See, you have to read things in order to know whether or not they're valuable for us. Precision overhead irrigation is suitable for several Central Valley crops. California agriculture, again, so having to do, of course, irrigation, having to do with water use and methods of irrigation for our local agriculture. Conservation agriculture systems thinking for sustainable farming sounds like a really, really good topic for those who might be interested in, again, agriculture and the environment. Evolution and spread of glyphosate resistance. Okay, glyphosate, that's Roundup. Just saying. Evolution and spread of Roundup resistance in Coniza bonariensis in California in comparison with closely related. Okay, resistance, this topic is going to have to do with a plant that is resistant to Roundup, and that will happen, as with most things, if you spray enough of something, the plants that live will be resistant to it, and they will breed more plants that are resistant to it. Glyphosate-resistant weeds are an increasing problem in perennial cropping system in the Central California, USA. Okay, so again, this is having to do with agriculture, right? Cropping systems. Weed Research. Heck of a journal name, isn't it? Very cool. Okay, and here we go. Conservation tillage systems for cotton advance in the San Joaquin Valley. also published in California Agriculture. And what have we got here? No tillage and high residue practices reduce soil water evaporation. Okay, so these are having, again, to do with land use, agriculture, and environmental issues. All right. Pretty good research for just a few minutes of effort.